guys, welcome to another Jokers Wild Side. Today, Monday, May 1st. I am Lobo. I'm here with
Jax.
Jack. And we're here to talk about some sports and a little bit of entertainment today. How was your week, first of all? How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. Had some complications over the weekend. Tried fishing. Fishing didn't go as planned. It is how it is.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I heard about it. I hope everything all is well,
yeah.
with him. But yeah, had a little bit of a rough weekend as well. But it's the week. It's another day. Let's think positive. Be grateful for what we have. Big news happening over the week, especially with this weekend. NFL draft.
NFL draft. I hear it's massive. Texans doing a big trade up.
Yeah.
If we can get into that.
Yeah, Houston. Great way to start it. Pick number 2 got their quarterback of their future, and then immediately after, surprised everybody but one person who actually predicted that was going to happen on trading into their pick number 3 and getting a defender they wanted. So big news from them, big moves from them. They got C.J. Stroud, their quarterback of the future, which is from Alabama, if I remember correctly. And then they came back and got Will Anderson with pick number 3, a defenseman. So it seems like they're setting up real good for the future here. 2 big pillars for them.
Hopefully Texans will move up.
We'll see. They don't got the greatest history, but, these 2 moves for sure look like they're going to elevate them, hopefully, into a better position in playoff contention. Another thing is 3 of the top 4 picks were quarterbacks. No surprise there. I don't think for anybody, really. The Carolina Panthers took Bryce Young, who was by many people considered the best player or the best quarterback that's coming, and Carolina needs a quarterback. C.J. Stroud, like we just mentioned, with Houston. And then the Colts, who have been in a carousel of quarterbacks, of crazy carousel of quarterbacks the last few years.
Just can't hold anybody down.
Well, it's not that. It's they've seemed to have bad luck and bad seasons. Like 2 seasons ago, they had their quarterback break both legs in one play.
Yikes!
How? He did it. But they get with the 4th pick, they got Anthony Richardson, another quarterback from Florida. Very athletic, very good on his feet. So hopefully they'll bring it up because they had a pretty bad season this year as well. And then Raiders. These Raiders. If y'all don't know, I'm a big Raider fan. But
should have been sporting the Raiders hat, man.
No, it's okay. They have not given me much cheer for in 20 years. So.
But speaking of the draft, I was reading up. There were 43 trades, beating the previous record of 40 trades.
Yeah.
Since 2019.
Yeah, that's crazy. But it's also a lot of them happened in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
There was, I think, 4 or 5 in the first round. Like we just mentioned, Houston got in there. Tennessee jumped in, I think, as well. So there was quite a few in the first round. And then there was 2 teams that had 12 picks from the beginning. Houston was one of them, and the Raiders were the other one. So it was good. Great trade. A lot of action back and forth between teams. It always makes the draft better, But like I was saying, the Raiders it looks like they buttoned up on their defense, which they needed. They were in the mid to high 20s on their defense.
I watched 1 or 2 of their games, and
so
they kicked butt on the initial plays, the preseason.
Yeah, they did, but it's just with the trades they did last year and everything going on, they had projected better, at least for their fandom. But their defense completely let them down. There was some news that came along during the season that they used Derek Carr, this is my words, as a scapegoat for their troubles and their lack of winning. But I really don't think it was his fault. It was the lack of defense productivity. Is what I thought. And I think this year they did great. 3 of the 7 picks or 6 picks. Nope, 3 picks were offensive.
Mm-hmm.
1 quarterback that I've never heard of. Sorry, O'Connell. And then tight end that also bugged me because they had a perfectly good tight end that they traded to New York. That was already proven to be very good. So don't understand it. Maybe just the cap hit with the money, but okay. That move disappointed me big time. But most of the picks were defensive, which is what they needed. They needed to shore up that defense.
They haven't had a good defense in a while.
I think the year they went to the Super Bowl in 2002 was the last time they had a good season.
A while.
Oh, yeah, 21 years ago. But yeah, overall, it looks good on the defensive side. Hopefully they pan out. We've had some teams recently who has had great draft picks just play up. Jacksonville Jaguars being one of them. So I'm hoping some of these pan out so they are not sitting as bad, but they're also in a bad division with the Chiefs right there, and that's terrible. But another team that did very well also is shore up some spots they lost is the Buffalo Bills, which I know you're excited about.
So, if you remember correctly, I was hanging out with a buddy, and he got me excited into being a Bills fan. They have me on the conversion, but I don't have any set teams right now.
Okay. Well, they actually did. They got some defenders that they needed. They lost a few on the line. It seems they also shored up their offensive line, which you can never have enough offensive line to protect your main star quarterback. And then, if he stays upright with these guys, the world is his oyster. He could win a championship for them. So, Lombardi hopefully maybe coming to Bills, but we'll see. They had a little bit of bad luck in the playoffs, but this pick should help them out. Another team that did very great was the Eagles. It seems like they're going out and getting all of the Georgia Bulldogs. We are 2-time national champions, best defense in pretty much all college football, and the Eagles seem like they're just plucking them straight out of Georgia to get them into hopefully a championship run too. So next year, I predict Bills and Eagles in the Super Bowl. We'll see who wins, but
Bills and Eagles. I'll hold you to it.
I hope I'm right. But no, they're not really the Philadelphia Eagles anymore. They're just the Georgia Bulldogs. No, but overall, the critics thought it was a very positive draft for everybody. There was nothing crazy really. It looks like most teams got what they needed and got good players for those positions. So it looks like every team kind of progressed.
Mm-hmm.
But we will see as the season comes by who really won the draft.
Yeah, it's not until the first couple of games that we're seeing any bit of progress.
Agreed. And also, some of these don't pan out till a few years down the road. Some of them don't play. So, as most people say, about 90% of the draft will be busts. That means they'll stink. I'm hoping they don't. We want everybody to be great and get their money. But time will tell, Also, this weekend, there was a lot of news, two conferences, divisions, sports in the playoffs.
Yeah.
A lot of upsets. We're going to start off with the NBA playoffs.
Yeah. Miami beats the Bucks.
I know you were excited to talk about this. Weird way this season ended for the Bucks because they had the best record all year, pretty much, in the NBA. First seed in the Eastern Conference, and they get knocked out by the worst team. I don't know. It felt weird, but I'll give it up to Jimmy Butler, who's on a hot streak and playing lights out. We both saw the crazy numbers he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I believe it was Game 4 of the series. He acted as a divergence, or someone else could score the winning point. So,
all right, I didn't get the chance to catch that game. So,
yeah. No, it's hard with everything going on, But that shows that he's a team player. It's not all about me. Give me the ball. I want to score.
Exactly.
He diverted the defense so someone else could get it's the team, and that's great for Miami.
Actually working together, man.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, big time. And they beat the number 1 team. So are they favored to win it all now? Not in my case, but they're working great for it. They look great.
Yeah, I mean, they're able to beat the top ranking.
Mm-hmm.
What does that say? That they're making moves to be big, but they're also at the bottom.
Yeah, they're swinging up, and they knocked out a giant right now. So let's see if they could keep that heat going. Also, my team, the Lakers,
Oh yeah,
advanced, beating the number 2 on the Western Conference, the Grizzlies.
out go Grizzlies.
Yes, so I'm so happy because one, I'm a Laker fan, and two, this Dylan guy was just talking smack all through the series, and that backfired big time on him. So I'm glad he got punched in the mouth.
Figuratively.
Yeah, not for real. Maybe
We might fight some people.
But that just shows that the Lakers, especially the Lakers also started bad, just so you're aware. The
Okay.
season was so terrible. At one point, they were, I think, bottom 3 teams in the league. That's bad.
All right.
And
Yeah.
they came storming back at the end of the season. They finally got chemistry going. So, can they win it all? Don't know. They got Golden State next. That's who we're going to talk about.
Oh yeah, the Golden State and the
yeah.
Sacramento Kings.
Yes.
Kings are gone.
Yes. No Kings. But the defending champions are still up and alive. Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
Which also were kind of in a similar wave as the Lakers. They had rocky parts. So they're not top of the conference like they were the last couple of years and the championship years. But Steph Curry came lights out the last couple of games.
Getting his 50-point games.
Yeah,
Oh.
best ever in the NBA playoffs in the Game 7.
Oh yeah.
Which I think him being the 3-point shooter that he is, he might have been able to go more. So
you're saying he pulled the fight?
no, I think he did it just enough to get him over. But Steph Curry is still a monster, obviously. Those 50 points, no joke. But now it's the Lakers and LeBron James in Golden State coming up in round 2 of this playoffs. What do you think on that? Do you have any clear favorites, or you're rooting for anybody?
I'm just excited to watch some more basketball, get into it. How about you guys? You guys excited to see any big basketball games? Who your guys' teams are? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments so we could also talk about it here and then come back to it. But yeah, I am obviously very biased. I'm going for the Lakers. Not ashamed of it at all. But it is a tall task going up against Steph Curry and that monster Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
It's just a pain in the butt.
I was just going to tie myself to the top team, but now I can't do that. They're gone, so.
On the Eastern, there's the Western one is still up. The Phoenix Suns also won.
Yeah.
So kudos to them. Still staying alive. But yeah, let's go Lakers. Also about defending champs in the NHL, the defending champs are down.
Yeah.
They were eliminated by the Seattle Kraken.
Yeah, defending no longer, defenders no longer defending.
Yes, exactly. I was very surprised by this. Seattle is a pretty new team in the NHL, but recently we just saw that Las Vegas Knights, Golden Knights, also made it the first year in active. They made it to Stanley Cup Championship. So
Yeah.
it's possible. Will it happen? I don't think with the Kraken, but I also haven't paid too much attention to them.
Mm.
But kudos to them. They actually defeated the defending champions.
What about them Maple Leaves?
Great showing for them. Finally breaking the streak. We were reading about it.
19 years.
Yes, almost 20. Sound like the Raiders. 19 years of not making past the first round of the playoffs.
But now they're through.
They're through. And another thing is, most of the time that they lost, especially in recent history, was against the team they beat. The Tampa Bay Lightning. They finally got through that little curse. So this might be their year.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see. Definitely. They still got an uphill battle, but congrats to all those Maple Leafs fans. Finally, after all that misery of 19 years not being able to get through, you finally punched through.
Gonna do something finally. At least see a little bit of, see if the grass is greener on the other side.
Yeah.
the LA Kings.
Yeah. So, yeah, that one hurts a little bit, but they were eliminated by the Oilers after starting really hot on the playoffs. Against the Oilers, they went up on I think 2-1 on them, and then just run out of steam, man. It's just they also started like the Lakers, slow all season, and then after the midpoint, I don't know what happened to them. They got a shot of adrenaline, or they felt, said F it and let's go all out.
Start going hard.
They got really hot, and I thought they were going to hopefully keep it going to the playoffs and get us another championship. That was not going to happen. Oilers had other things, and they defeat and eliminated the Kings from the playoffs. But on good news, well, at least for me, Boston, who we talked about last time, the best team of all time, win ratio, were extremely, I don't know how to say this. Yes, I do. They were eliminated.
Gone.
Yes.
Goodbye, Bruins.
Yes, it was a massive disappointment to Bruins fans, I'm sure, especially with that note of them being the best team winning percentage of all time.
Oh, yeah. Most games won, just up there.
Yeah, their point differential up there. Their goalie was number one all year. And they get a massive upset by Florida Panthers, who is a 7 seed, who a lot of people consider the worst team in the playoffs.
And Florida just came in.
Yep.
They found Florida man's crack.
Yes, they did. Florida man was probably cheering them on for sure. But I don't know how you guys feel if you're a Boston fan. Let us know. You probably feel like I feel about the Kings losing. Maybe a little worse because the expectations behind you guys. But
a little heartbroken.
Yeah, not really for them. No, but it could have been a lot better, I think, for Boston. It's just, I think they gave it all during the season, and the playoffs was...
Oh, go away thing.
A little surprise there. Yeah, it just seems like they didn't have anything else in the playoffs, although they did play very well in all the games. I think the hockey gods are just on Florida's side, to be honest with you. The way we were seeing some highlights, I saw some games, he wasn't able to see much of it, but... a lot of lucky bounces to Florida, I'm going to say.
All right.
There was a save that was crazy in the last game. It was the back of the stick that got...
Oh, yeah, it just bounced
right off
out.
the stick. It was going in if it wasn't for that stick.
Yeah, stupid sticks.
That 7th goal on the previous game that was bounced off the board, it was like trying to ice the game, and they scored. Lucky bounce. So, I don't know what was going on there, but congratulations to Florida and... them advancing. Sorry, Boston, but
just didn't do it.
Happens. One thing I also wanted to mention too. Let's take a little break here from this and say our schedule is finally we got together and we got it going. It'll be Mondays and Fridays for now. It'll be between 3 to 6, 7 when we start streaming.
Yeah.
Mondays more earlier than Fridays for sure.
Possibilities of Wednesdays,
Yes.
depending on major newses, there might be immediate uploads. There might be something that just gets more knowledge to you guys.
Yes. And some of our opinions that take it as a grain of salt, like we always say. Most of the times we just give you the news and then joke about it.
And it's our opinions.
Yeah, it's our opinions. They don't mean squat besides to us. And if they entertain you, thank you for watching us. Hope it does. But it'll be Mondays, Fridays, with possibly a few other days, maybe, added on in the future.
And then we'll do some major games. We'll stream those, do another watch along like we did for the WWE.
Or any other brands. Like AEW, we might do for the bigger shows.
Yep.
Or Japan, which I want to do one. It'll be rough because it's like in the middle of the night. So, but on Mondays, it'll be mostly sports and a little bit of entertainment. If there's big news, we'll throw some wrestling or some other stuff in there. And then Fridays, we'll dedicate to pro wrestling and a little more entertainment. So it'll be a little lighter, I think, on Fridays for sure.
Yeah. And we'll be able to talk more about entertainment. I can go more into detail. We can just knock out some of the entertainment stuff.
And then one thing we have been talking about, if there's not much news we will take one of those days and maybe do a reaction to a certain show, a certain match that I want you to see, or something we both want to react to. Just to give you guys more variety.
Something that makes what this heart is all about.
Yeah. So, just so you're aware, that'll be our schedule. We'll be trying to keep you updated on Twitter and all our socials. We have Twitter, which is a Joker's Wild Side.
Yep, Joker's Wild Side, spelled with 2 K's.
And a Z.
And a Z.
Facebook, same.
J Wild Side.
Mm-hmm. No Z, no nothing. And then Instagram is also Joker's Wild Side, spelled the same way as Twitter.
2 K's.
2 K's and a Z. We'll keep you posted there. But now going into that, something you brought up to me earlier.
So I've had a lot of people going about me asking about, oh yeah, I'm so excited for Hogwarts Legacy. Me personally, I don't care about the politics. I don't care about anything. Hogwarts isn't something super big to me. But PlayStation 4 fans, Xbox One fans, you're finally getting able to play it. Hogwarts Legacy coming May 4th.
Nice. I was a big fan of the movies. Oh, not really at the beginning. I just recently watched them. I enjoyed them. I haven't played this game. I'm not much of a gamer, as we talked.
Yeah. A little bit of 2K, if anything.
Yeah, I'll play some basketball, some NFL, some other little fighting games, but I'm not a big... I can't stay there for hours. It's just drives me nuts just sitting there. But congratulations for you that have been waiting for it. You'll be getting... What was the date again?
May 4th, Nintendo Switch. I believe you're still looking at a July 5th release date. So let's see how that goes. Hopefully you guys can enjoy that too.
Nice. Perfect. Hopefully there's other games coming out soon that I might be able to dive into, and then we can talk to you about them here. Maybe do a little live stream with us playing and you guys talking smack. It's fine. New movie coming out here in the next few days. What was it? 3 days? 4 days?
Yeah, 4 days.
4 days. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is finally coming out.
I haven't been super big into Marvel, and now we have Volume 3 coming out, and I want to see it really, really bad. I almost want to see it on opening night, but I think it's too late to even get a ticket right now, so it looks like I'm stuck with whenever I can.
Yeah, I usually don't like watching big movies like this on opening days or opening week due to the fact that everybody flocks to it.
I mean, I had a few cool interactions. Like when I went and saw the Mario movie, it was about a week after release. There was a family that dressed up as a lot of Mario characters. We had somebody dressed up as a whole Luigi and little kid in a Mario outfit. It was fun stuff.
Yeah, it was... I was seeing pictures of it posted on socials.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people dressed up. It looked great. Great times. For you that already watched it. I still haven't watched it, so that would be my goal for here, our next show, to already be watching Mario. I know you already watched it.
Yes.
Look, wasn't excited at first, but now I'm what I've heard and what I've seen.
If this helps you incentivize you a little bit, they just passed $1 billion on sales for Mario movie.
Jeez. I guess I gotta watch this movie. So that'll be my goal for then. But yeah, I am actually very excited for Guardians of the Galaxy. The trailers look great. Obviously, the first one was the best. I've watched every Marvel movie, multiple times. I'm a big superhero nerd. You can't tell.
Obviously.
I have a feeling this is the end of this series.
They're getting towards the end of the timeline and the era, and I don't necessarily know the names of all the eras and every little individual detail that comes into play. But yeah, most Marvel movies, they've been contracted to do 3 films, 3 story films in themselves, and then also do other movies along the line. So you have your Avengers films.
Yes.
So yeah, I can see them getting close to the end.
Yes, I agree. And also, Dave Bautista, who is Drax in the movie, has mentioned that he is kind of tired of the makeup and the length it takes to get ready for that role. So, if it's not the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy, I have a feeling it's the end of Drax. no spoilers. I haven't watched anything. It's just my brain putting A with B, getting to C.
Yeah.
So another Marvel thing that we just saw is the Nick Fury Secret Invasion series.
Oh yeah.
That looked very good. A lot of action is what we're seeing. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
So, going into Marvel stuff like that, their TV shows haven't been super great, and it's something that's always been plaguing me. Like Winter Soldier, it wasn't good until the last two episodes. The last two episodes finally tied everything in together. So I'm a little bit hesitant on going into some of the TV shows. I haven't finished She-Hulk. It was hot garbage to me.
I never started it, so
and maybe I do need to just go through and finish it. So, getting into Secret Invasions, it looks a lot like a super action film. And I'm just fine with super action films.
My cup of tea. My cup of tea.
Exactly, and I want to see people get their butts handed to them. And Nick Fury's always been somebody that's I enjoy Nick Fury. I wanted to see more of him. We only see him do here and there, nothing major, nothing that actually does anything other than, hey, come join my team. So
there's a few other things he does, but yes, it's mostly him trying to get everybody organized and then sending them out. But this is a show mostly based upon him. So my opinion is it looks great, the action part especially. We saw cars being flipped, a lot of gunfights, and like I said, that is right up my alley. That's my cup of tea. I love it. So I'm very excited, especially because I'm also a fan of Nick Fury, and I want to see something that revolves around him. But we will see. Also on the other Marvel show, She-Hulk's never got into it. It didn't look good to me.
Nah.
I did like Moon Knight. I did like Punisher.
I need to watch the last episode of Moon Knight because I don't even remember watching it. All I remember is somebody got big or something. I don't remember. I kind of was watching it when it was releasing.
Yeah, it's about a while since you watched it.
I'm a binger, so that's where I get my stuff. Is I like to binge a lot of things.
I am too. Usually I wait till series are over, or they're very much like seasons and seasons in, so it'll take me a while. The last thing we're going to talk about today is our opinion on the new title belt that came out. We were going to wait for Friday, but I think we have plenty of time now, and it is a big news. So I'm like, let's finish with this one. It'll be good. We did see pictures of it. If you haven't, Google it. It's the new WWE World Heavyweight title. You saw it. What is your opinions? I have my own.
I liked it. Like I said in previous streams, I'm just now getting into WWE. So everything that I'm seeing, I like it. I love it. It's cool. I like the color layering on it. I think that it matches very well with it.
Gotcha.
It is more modern, if you say, like if you look 100%. At a superhero suit, it looks like a superhero belt.
Gotcha. Or cummerbund,
yeah. So I really enjoy it. It gets the point across, and that with the WWE logo standing out, it just for me, it stands out farther because it is some silver and black on a gold plane.
So to me, it's very reminiscent of the big gold belt, the one that was in WCW back in the late 90s, and the one that Triple H mainly held in the early 2000s. I'm not saying it's terrible, but it kind of reminds me of a create your own belt on the WWE games. For me, it's a great design, except the big WWE logo, and that's what they're doing with everything. It's just putting a big old WWE logo. This is us.
I can see that. I can see that.
And if it was just a little bit smaller, so there'll be more of the classical belt design, it'll be great for me because, like I said, that big gold belt is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the little bias I have on it.
I can see that, and
Yeah.
I can respect that.
Yeah. But it's still overall much better than the other belts that they have currently.
Oh yeah.
So I'm excited to see what happens. They're going to crown a new champion at Night of Champions on that, which I'm not sure we're doing a live stream. We'll get back to you on that one. It's not one of the big shows, so I don't know if we'll have time or if you're going to be on vacation at that time.
The Big Show.
Mhm.
That's a wrestler.
Yes, that's it. No longer the big show, unfortunately. But we still have to decide on that one, so stay tuned on the socials, like we said. I do agree it's different than the other world heavyweight titles that they have. And to me, it brings a little bit more prestige back.
So, can you give me a little bit more perspective? How do they crown a heavyweight champion?
So this one has not been announced. So there's multiple ways they could do it depending on the match they want. It could be a battle royale, which they have, which is 20 plus people in the ring. The last one in the ring wins.
Okay.
It could be a ladder match. They have it hanging 20 feet up in the air. 15.
Oh, I've seen the ladder
Yes.
matches.
I showed you one, yeah. And it could be whoever grabs it first. It could be just a regular standard match, or it could be a tournament where it'll be kind of like the playoffs that we were talking about. A bracket, slowly eliminated superstars, last one standing is the champion. So
All right.
they have not mentioned how they're going to do it, but I am excited to watch, and I am excited for a new champion to be crowned. Because Roman Reigns being just the only champion, don't like it.
Now, what if Roman comes and grabs both belts?
Oh, I hate you so much. I hate you so much. There's a rumor going around, or where they might just crown him that one too. The world heavyweight. No, I hope it doesn't happen. I hate you so bad. I hope it's someone else. With the draft that's going on that we'll talk about on Friday.
Yeah.
That's the reason they're doing it, and that's why they're introducing the new belt. And so whoever gets Roman, which he's already been drafted to SmackDown, will have him as their heavyweight champion. And whoever gets crowned, this one will be of now Raw champion.
Gotcha.
So I really hope it's not Roman, and then they go back on that word. But it's not the first time they've gone back on the word. So I'm excited for that. I know you're excited for that too.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping it's crazy matches to get to it, or a crazy match. The crazier the better. The ladder match, that's what I'm always hoping for. Sometimes it's a little bit of luck of a draw on the ladder match, but it always makes high spots, very dangerous moments, and a lot of action.
Oh yeah.
So, anything else you want to add before we get out of here?
I think that's all I have today. We'll have to see you guys on the next one.
Alrighty. Remember, guys, be grateful for all your friends, family, any loved ones, the things you got. Even if you don't have the things you want, remember you got something. Also, remember, take our stuff as a grain of salt, as I said earlier. We are really just two doofuses talking about sports and wrestling because we love to and we want to entertain you a little bit.
Just our opinions.
And nothing more. So, we'll see you Friday, probably around 7:30ish. All right?
All right.
Stay posted. Have a good one, guys.
Boom, flowing.